Greetings, students, friends, and those of you within the Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia. This is like one of the very common mistakes I see when students send me their CVs, their application letters check for its like correctness. Even if I cannot claim to really make a very good editorial work of their writing materials, but I commonly witness this mistake, especially in using active and passive voice. I think it's, if I am not mistaken, this is about active and passive way of expressing things, like the differences between we ate lunch and we are eating lunch, or we voted today, or we are voted today. I graduated last year, or I was graduated last year. If I start from the last part, like I graduated last year and I was graduated last year, most of the students, when they write their CVs, their application letter, they use this second terminology, the passive voice. They say, I was graduated last year. I was graduated from Awasa University. I was graduated, but this is kind of a mistake. እንግዲህ በአማርኛ ምንድን ነው እዚህ ጋር ለመናገር እየሞከርኩ ያለሁት አብዛኛውን ጊዜ ተማሪዎች የተለያየ ኢዲት መደረግ ያለበት ተመራቂ ተማሪዎች የተጻፈ ዶክመንት ሲልኩልኝ የማየው ክፍተት አለ። ምንድነው ይሄ ከአክቲቭ እና ፓሲቭ እንትኖች አጠቃቀም ማለት ነው። ለምሳሌ አይ ግራጁዌት ላስት ይር ባለፈው አመት ተመረቅኩ ነው። አይ ዋዝ ግራጁዌት ላስት ይር አምና ተመረቅኩ ግን እንድመረቅ ነው ያደረጉኝ ማለት ነው። አይ ዋዝ ግራጁዌትድ ላይክ እንድመረቅ ነው ያደረጉ፣ እኔ አይደለም የተመረቅኩት፣ ሰዎች ናቸው ያስመረቁኝ። ታቸዋል ልክ ብርጭቆ ተሰበረና አበበ ብርጭቆውን ሰበረው እንደሚባለው ማለት ነው። አሁን አይ ዋዝ ግራጁዌትድ ላስት ይር ማለት ሰዎች ያስመርቀውኛል እኔ ያልተመረቅኩም የሚል ኢንቴንሽን ይሰጣል። ወዝ መግባት የለበትም ማለት ነው። ያፍቱ say I graduated last year. That's the correct one. You are discussing about your own graduation, so there is no need to say I was graduated. You say I graduated last year. Please, this is a very common mistake I read from the written material sent to me by my students. I still make spelling errors, I still make grammar errors and the like, but I think this is like a very easy to correct if you really pay attention when you write. So you say, we voted today. We don't say we are voted today. In that case, if we say we are voted, that's to mean that we are the candidates. This is the difference between we voted today and we are voted today. The second one, if we say we are voted today, which means people were voting for us. Like we were not actually the one who is voting, but people voted for the party we are supporting, or for us as candidates. So we say, we voted today. For example, if you say, I voted today, then you did go to the voting station and you did choose someone to be your like representative. But if you say, I am voted today, which means you are actually the candidate for whom people were voting. So these two terms are very different. So please, those of you within the Yes Ethiopia platform, those young people, especially those in Ethiopia, I know these are really kind of common mistakes we are witnessing. So please correct it. Make sure when you are discussing about yourself, then don't bring in like verbs, like this verbs in between, because it makes it a passive than an active voice. Touch one thing, if I'm not mistaken, this is about passive and active. Like the glass is broken. This is where, who broke the glass? We don't know, but the glass is broken. If one says the glass is broken, then it doesn't show who did the actual action. So it's a glass is broken. It's the object. So when, or it's the receiver of the action. So if you say I voted, you are actually making the action. But if I am voted, then people did come and vote for me. See, I didn't do the voting. So these are like two different things. I can be corrected if I make mistake here. because this is like what I know, and that's how I understand it should be written. Because I see a lot of students make this kind of mistakes in using the verbs like are, is, where, all these things they come in between. They just use them together. Okay, so we ate lunch and we are eating lunch. Oh my goodness. ተበላን ማለት እኮ ነው ይሄ። we ate lunch ምሳ በልተናል እኛ። we are eating lunch ምሳ አደረጉን ማለት በሉን እኛ። that's really very different። በጣም ይለያያሉ። እኔ ምሳ በላውና እኔ ምሳ ተበላው ይለያያል። ሁለተኛው I ate lunch and I am eating lunch እንዴ የበሉኝ ነው ማለት እኮ ነው። በጣም የተለየ ትርጉም ነው የሚሰጠው ማለት ነው። በአማርኛ ይለያያል። ምሳሌ እኔ ፀጉሬን ሰራውና ፀጉሬን ተሰራው እንደሚለያየው ማለት ነው። እና እንዲህ አይነት ነገሮች በደንብ እንድታስተውሉት ያስፈልጋል። በጣም ኮመን ሚስቴክ ነው፣ ብዙ ጊዜ ተደጋግሞ ይመጣል። በኢትዮጵያ ወጣቶች ከኛ ጋር ላላችሁ እንዲህ አይነት ስህተቶችን ስትሳሳቱ ዝም በማለት ስለሌለብን ነው። እና ፕሊስ ይህንን አስተካክሉ። አይ ሚን በዚህ አይነት ነገር በትንንሽ ነገሮች ስለሆነ ልዩነት የሚመጡት ደግሞ እንዲህ አይነት በጣም ብዙ የእንግሊሽ ግራመር ማቴሪያሎች አሉ። ዩቲዩብ ላይ ሰርች ካረጋችሁ ጊዜ ወስዳችሁ ቁጭ ብላችሁ ኮመን እንግሊሽ ላንጉዌጅ ሚስቴክስ የሚሉትን ብታዩ ብዙ ነገር ትማራላችሁ። I really learn a lot from this kind of videos. Like it's really very important just to sit and watch sometimes when you are free, when you are traveling and the like, just open YouTube and then search common English language mistakes, and you find a lot of mistakes which you usually don't pay attention to. And also you learn a lot of vocabularies, and a lot of even phrasal verbs and ironies like በኢትዮጵያ ፈሊጥ እንደምንለው ማለት ፈሊጥ እንደምንለው አሁን ደረቁን ቀጥታ ማንጠቀማቸው ብዙ ነገሮች ነው ያሉት። በዋናው የቋንቋ ተናጋሪዎች በቀጥታ ማንናገራቸው እንደ ፈሊጥ የሚነገሩ ቃላትም ስላሉ ምሳሌ አባባሎችም ስላሉ እነሱንም እንድናውቅ ያግዛል። እንግዲህ ሁላችንም የኛ ቋንቋ ስላልሆነ ያው እንማራለን ስለምንሰራበት፣ ወጣቶቻችን ደግሞ ከኛ የተሻሉ መሆን ስላለባቸው በዛ ተብሎ ነው እንግዲህ። wish you nice time. I hope you learn from this.